You made your name as a judo star and now you're a cult figure in Canberra in terms of the MMA community. Can you tell us about your journey into the MMA?
So I sort of did all my hard yards at the judo. It's a pretty tough sport. There's not much praise and a fair bit of heartache, and it's a very hard physically sport. So I sort of dabbled in MMA in my 20s, and I knew the moment I did it, I loved it. It's such a contrast to going into the gyms and you fight for judo. You fight in these small gyms. You fight it's not much praise, not much money, and then next thing you know, I'm fighting, big crowd screaming in Canberra. All my mates, all my family, they're playing music, and and then it's what a rush that was. And as soon as I got in the cage, I caught the bug.
MMA can be portrayed as barbaric at times. Was there a stigma when you moved from judo to MMA?
Yeah, definitely, especially moving from judo, which is a traditional martial art, and it's full of traditionalists. But judo, because of its Asian Japanese heritage, a lot of people are dead against the mixed martial arts. They feel like it is barbaric. Now, I don't feel that's fair at all, because it's an art form in itself. It is a martial art. It's the most complete of all martial arts. If you see the MCG sold out for the Ronda Rousey fight, it's definitely accepted, and we're slowly but surely winning over that old mentality of it's a blood sport and it's barbaric. It's a mixture of kickboxing, wrestling, and several other martial arts. I don't see how anyone could condemn MMA, but then encourage football, for example, rugby union, rugby league, AFL.
MMA can be a very individual sport at times. Obviously you've got your team behind you, but you're the one that's stepped from the cage at the end of the day. How do you deal with those emotions?
Yeah, look, any individual sport, you have to be very selfish. It's different to a team. Look, I'm the first to admit you couldn't do this alone. Even though it's an individual sport, it's a huge team aspect. I've got my guys here in Canberra that I train with. I consider them brothers, I train with them week in, week out. You probably just saw us then. We bash the living daylights out of each other, but we help each other. We only want what's best. My coaches, they look after me. It's hard to put into words exactly the bond you have with your coach, but you have an immense amount of trust in them, and that they've got the right idea, and I just blindly follow my coaches.
The weight cutting topic, obviously weight cutting has become a big issue in MMA in recent years. What are your thoughts on it?
It's an art form in itself, cutting weight. Now, personally, I feel the best way to beat the weight class issues that have been plaguing our sport, with people getting very dangerously ill and dehydrating themselves to a very sickly level, more weight classes. The more weight classes you have, the safer. I don't feel as pressured to cut all these 15 kilos. If I had division 5 kilos down, I'd probably go for that one. So the more weight divisions, the better off you be at giving the athletes the best possible, and that will grow. As the sport grows, the weight divisions will grow, and there'll be more. The more combatants, the more people participating, the more divisions they can have.
Unfortunately, you suffered your first loss last year via decision. What was that like, seeing another man's hand raised in the cage?
Yeah, look, so that was one of the... I learned lessons in that fight. You learn lessons. I don't like people saying you win or you learn. No, there is a loser. You lose the fight. Losing sucks. All you can do is make sure that you're mentally strong afterwards, and you don't just drop your lollies, drop everything. You must get back on the horse as quickly as possible, and you must continue to learn and grow from those losses.